Now, this thing happened 2 weeks ago, but gosh darn it, I just found out about it, and I want you to know, because it's absolutely hilarious. So, this fellow VTuber decided to lament on the internet about her personal issues, and it did not go very well. She started by saying that she's going to go on a date tonight. I don't understand the type of people that have to give the internet an update on their personal life, but I guess they exist. And sometimes it doesn't work well, especially when they go like, oh my god, he freaking cancelled. I hate men. Like, poopsikins, darling, love. Trust me when I say this. When your entire job is reliant on men giving you super chats, because let's be honest, you don't have a huge line of ushikushi women deciding to donate money to you. It is men that you're reliant on. Maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't insult them. Okay? Now, I know that we can go, it's like, oh, can you imagine if the situation was reversed? Can you imagine if a man would go out on a date with a woman and she decides to ghost him, and then he goes online and goes like, I hate women. We don't have to imagine, okay? Because we know how that would go out. Like, men have more self-control because society forces us to have self-control. If you pull this stunt as a man, you're over, you're done, c'est fini. But not only that, like, anyone that is on the age of 35 and has been doing a little bit of dating, occasionally it may happen that a woman hits on you. And it may happen that you don't really like those advances. Maybe because you have a girlfriend. Maybe because that woman isn't particularly beautiful or her breath smells. Whatever the case, you may say, no, darling, I'm not interested. And then you see how they react. It's almost like, oh my god, oh, how could this happen? Why is he saying no to me? And they get so angry and vindictive. Like, nothing is worse in the world than a vindictive lady that has just been refused by a guy that she has been hitting on. My personal experience, and many of my friends can attest to that. But anyway, right, so this lady has this conversation, and it doesn't end here because she keeps on going. It's the trademark of a lolcow on the internet. When in doubt, double down. Look, I get that, the not all men argument, but is it really the best time to hound me over it? Again, like, she is doing this in public, in full display. And she considers that people replying to her is hounding her over it when she is clearly being distraught. If you're being distraught, get the fuck off the internet! Please tell me, at which point sharing your personal life on the internet was a good idea? Like, when you go on the internet, by definition, you're being dehumanized. You are just letters on another person's screen. That person doesn't know you personally. They don't, like, interact with you at the same level that they interact with other people in real life. You are being dehumanized when you expose yourself on the internet. So why are you Pikachu face when people are telling you, it's like, hey lady, you know, can you drop down the level of misandry here? Let me just say that I agree it's not all bad, but seriously, shut up. Not every post is about you. Like, she is literally prima donnaing here. Like, she makes a post about her in public, on Twitter, and then is telling people to shut the fuck up, right? Like, this is her own community, by the way. Like, it's not my father that is going on Twitter and finding out this lady and giving her life advice. No, like, these are her subscribers. It's her people that she wants money from. And she keeps going, you know, like, feel free to keep your mouth shut. I'm not saying you can't have those opinions, but just use your head when it's a good time to say them. Who does this person think she is? She doesn't even have a blue check mark. She doesn't even have a blue check mark. At least make some friends with the Twitter's Trust and Safety Council so that you can threaten people. Like, if you're going to act like a noble, at least be part of the nobility. Like, try to find some moderation at Twitter that's going to support you so you can have this attitude to back up your claims. She is so mad. I struggle with viewing myself as pretty, and now I just don't feel like shit. I feel like I look like shit. The tell me I'm pretty meme is coming to life. Okay? Like, this has been one of the worst meltdowns that I have seen on the entire year. Like, what are you thinking, lady? You know, it's like me saying VTubing is for ugly people, which it is. And then when you get upset, I'd say, you know, you should keep your mouth shut, because obviously, I don't mean all VTubers, obviously, yeah. Would you accept that? Probably not. If you don't accept that of other people, why do you think other people would accept this of you? Again, your business is to be the internet geisha. That's what we VTubers are doing, right? Like, we are the modern version of a lady of company where we're entertaining people. You don't insult the people that you're entertaining, because then consequences will never be the same. And as she found out, she had many people unsubscribing and many people stopped donating for some reasons, which made her apologize for this behavior. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late. And she is just a word of advice, a word of warning for other upstarting content creators, okay? The subscribers are your bosses. Especially when you're small. Like, if you're the size of, I don't know, Gargura, oh, you can shit on people just fine. And then you might lose a couple, but at the end of the day, you can still pay the bill. When you're a small person, a small content creator, you should never, ever disagree with the chat. The chat is always right. And also, try to keep your personal problems to yourself. It's the internet, alright? It's not your confession booth. It's not your psychiatrist. And if for some reason you don't have any friends in real life that you can tell this to, and you want to spread it on the internet, do expect people to troll with you. Do expect people to not care about your problems. Do expect people... I mean, literally, your problem is that someone didn't show up to a date, and you don't feel pretty. There might be other people who just found out that their mom have cancer. You know? And by that comparison, your problem doesn't even register as a blip on the radar. They might not even give a honestly, like, this is such a teenage girl problem anyway. And like, tell me when you can't pay the bills. Tell me when your dog is dying and you don't have money for the vet. I mean, come on. Try to at least get a tear out of me. Try to at least get some emotion out of me. You're telling me, oh, well, this guy didn't stand up for a date. Oh my god, like, this never happens to men. Yeah, it never happens that a woman just doesn't come up on a date, right? Imagine if you try to DM a VTuber and she doesn't respond. I mean, I don't feel pretty, chat. I don't feel pretty. I have DM'd a VTuber, she didn't respond. I'm so upset right now. Oh, all VTubers are the same. I mean, I thought that the parasocial aspect of the relationship needs to come from the chat to the VTuber, not the other way around. Like the VTuber being parasocial with the chat. Having expectations of the chat that are socially unreasonable. God. Who does she think she is? Pokimane? When you can insult the people that are your viewers because you got like billions of people and you got contracts with Disney and stuff? Get real. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Feel free to contact me in the DMs, because I do respond to DMs, like unlike other VTubers, by the way. Do contact me. I talk back to you. See you in the comment section.